What's up, my moon babes? Welcome and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting into what is about to change in your life. I had to remember that for a second. So we're going to get the overall energy, and then we're going to pull some tarot, and then we're going to get some advice. And yeah, let's get right into it and see what this overall energy of what is about to change in your life. This is the Alchemist Oracle. 2 cards came out. We have dandelion root. We have bone dust. Okay. Dandelion root, bone dust. I am going to read on this in the book, but I do want to get into bone dust first. I just never have seen the dandelion root card. When I think of dandelion root, I think of your gut. Phoenix fire, because it is really good for your gut. I think it's also really good for your blood pressure, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have pumpkin juice on the back of the deck. So off rip, with bone dust, I'm kind of getting strength to face your fears, but also strength to face what is dying out in your life. Because little do we know, we do need strength to allow things to die out in our lives. For some of you, I'm hearing skeletons in the closet. But with Phoenix Fire, it's like you've grown past what you thought you've known. You are a phoenix. You are reborn again. You don't have to have your past hold you back from anything. We change every day. We are reborn again every day. We learn something new every day. Also with dandelion, I'm hearing make a wish. Or maybe you made a wish, but now you feel like you can't fulfill or achieve that wish in some way. We're going to get into the tarot in a minute, but I do want to read on these because I just love this deck. This deck is like really intense, but in a good way. It's very me. I feel like this was a deck that it was an intuitive pick from someone random on Etsy. So they did well. They did well. So we have dandelion root, which is gold. Embrace hope. Let worries fade and seize the joy of each day. It's beautiful. I'm not going to read this entire thing. I just feel like that's a lot. Affirmation: I live for today, spreading sunshine, hope, and optimism to others wherever I go. Life is good. Okay, we're going to keep going to bone dust. This caught my eye though. If you are feeling blocked and just cannot see the good from the bad, try this simple exercise. Tear up some slips of paper. On each one, write down something positive in your life. You might even want to add in a hope for the future or a dream that you have. Take each slip of paper in turn, read each one aloud, and then gently blow upon it. It's kind of a make-a-wish thing, like I was saying. Visualize the phrase you have written down being dispersed into the ether, just like a dandelion seed. Okay. That did catch my eye, but if you would like to read that, you guys can. And that is the back of it. Alrighty, we want to go to bone dust. Probably going to skip these parts because you guys don't get to see me. Turn pages. We have iron. Bone dust, the element is iron. Revitalize your wearied spirit, embrace new experiences, and rediscover vibrancy within. I live life to the fullest, and I don't let the past drag me down. Like I was saying, I look to write new things so I can thrive, and that is the little insert for bone dust. And Phoenix Fire. No! We did find pumpkin juice, so I'm just going to tag that a little. Oh, that was kind of a lot. LOL. I'll get back to you guys when I find Phoenix Fire. It actually took me longer than I thought to find this book, Phoenix Fire. There goes my assistant because he was trying to chew on something. He knows he's not supposed to. Anyway, we have empower yourself to embrace change, face adversity, and unlock your hidden potential. Rise from the ashes like a beautiful, fiery phoenix and embrace all the new wonderful opportunities coming my way. Excuse me, I rise from the ashes like a beautiful, fiery phoenix and embrace all the new changes and wonderful opportunities coming my way. That's the affirmation, and here is the insert. Like I said, if you guys would like to read it, you are yearning for change. I kind of am feeling that with this reading. I didn't read Pumpkin Juice. I hate to like do these in readings, but sometimes I needed to understand what spirit is talking about. When with Pumpkin Juice, you have Earth. I feel like you kind of have dang near all the elements in this reading. Embrace abundance, but stay vigilant and surround yourself with positivity. I treat myself kindly and surround myself with loved ones. Tricksters be gone, and that is this insert right there. Let's just digest all of this. Let's break it down, digest it. And look, I read all of it, dang, I forget what it all says. But I feel like, your past does have some sort of grip on you, but not in a bad way. But you haven't let it go as much as you probably have needed to with Bone Dust, is what I'm feeling. You have big wishes and big dreams that you want to fulfill. You have things that you want to, with root being here, it's kind of like deeply rooted things that you've thought about for a long time that are just waiting to be watered. There's seeds that are just waiting to be watered, and you want your wish to come true. You want your wish to happen, but in some ways, you haven't let go of things, and those things are kind of blocking your blessings in a way. Such an interesting energy. But that's all coming to a close. And I kind of feel like there's such a current, like when you're reading this, watching this reading, it kind of feels like a current energy. But at the same time, it's probably something that you're currently going through. This, what is about to change in your life. So I feel like it's something that you're kind of going through right now if you're not already. Let's get into the tarot. For some reason, I do want to pull more of these cards, but actually, no. We're going to pull a different oracle deck that I actually literally just lost. Because where are you? This desk is insane, man. Put it away. Probably put it away. Okay, let's pull some more oracle cards and see what else is going on in this energy. I feel like I want to put a time frame on it, but it does feel like it's going to be a while, if not weeks being the quickest, but months, maybe even years being the slowest, or a year or two. Because I feel like this is going to be a gradual change. You're gradually going to grow out of things that you once knew because of a wish that you are trying to fulfill. I feel like your energy is going to start going towards the things that you need for your spirit. You need to feed yourself. You need to, and when I say feed yourself, I mean creatively, spiritually, mentally, like something that really pours into you. I feel like you want to achieve. And in order to get there, it's like you being there is this phoenix fire. You being there is rising from the ashes as a phoenix, We have a loyal heart. And we have breathe. This is interesting that these just came out because, and did I not just shuffle these cards? In the last reading I did, these came out. I want to leave them out. Loyal heart and breathe. Maybe with loyal heart, the things that you hold dear, the things from your past, and I don't want to say hold dear. I do feel like maybe the memories you hold dear, but the after effect, the feelings that come with those memories are probably a little deep. And also the lessons you learned then probably don't need to be with you now, but because you have such a loyal heart, because you are such a person that might be set in their ways, which makes sense because Phoenix right here is like somebody that needs to be reborn. Things need to, like, a clean slate needs to happen for you, but I feel like you are a person who has a loyal heart, who sticks to things because who they are now, who you are now, you're proud of, yes, but you are very just set in your own way. And it's not a bad thing, but that also bleeds into your psyche when it comes to your past and the things that you may be trying to heal but don't know how to heal, because you are holding on to it. And then we go to breathe. I feel like you have to remind yourself to do that sometimes. You have to remind yourself to do that, but as change is coming, you're going to really have to remind yourself to do that. And also with loyal heart, stay loyal to your goals, stay loyal to your just your journey and your path and what you set out to do or what you're setting out to do with your goals. But it will be frustrating, guys. It will be frustrating, and that's why Spirit is like, you need to remind yourself to breathe when you go through these moments, when you have those days or those thoughts or those feelings that come up, and days are just, you have a hard day, things get hard, things get difficult, and you want to revert back to what you thought you know. No, you stay loyal to what you now know. That is how you are going to get to the next step in your life. We have to take a nap. Yes, you need to relax when it comes to change. You need to allow it to happen because I feel like with chaos and conflict, you kind of, and deep knowing, you kind of never, I thought that was never ending story, but it's orphan. I'm sorry. Anyway, with chaos and conflict, it kind of feels like you see things as chaos and conflict, but not in a bad way, but more so in a, oh my God, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that when change is happening. You're used to things just being in the way that you expect, but Spirit is like, this change that's gonna happen in your life isn't gonna be going in a way that you expect it to. It's not going to be as it's not going to be what you're used to, and that's probably why it's going to feel like chaos and conflict. But this kind of feels like a 501 energy. You are messing up your room to get it back together again. It's like training day. You're trying to hurry up and build whatever you need to build. I'm so sorry, the camera is shaking. I keep forgetting my table does that. But yeah, instead of treating it like a chaos and conflict moment, which I feel like maybe your first resort or you're something you're quick to do, get irritated, get mad, just get about a situation, remind yourself to breathe. Remind yourself, you know what, I just need to relax because it's all going to work out anyway, right? It's all going to, which you always know it. That's why it's deep knowing that you always know that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to, but you have to allow them to. You having the buildup of stress or the automatic response, as irritation, anger, anything negative that's not really helping you or benefiting you to your, or just not in your best interest, it's just not going to work out for you. Like, things are going to work out for you, but it's unnecessary. I feel like it's just an unnecessary energy to have when you know things are working out for you. Don't allow that. Maybe that's like something that you used to do when you were a teenager or a kid. Don't allow that past behavior to bleed into who you are now. And because it's not going to help you achieve what you think, it's not going to help you achieve um, the goals that you're trying to achieve right now. And that's why Spirit is like, stay loyal to them. Stay loyal to the journey. Stay loyal to the game. And keep your mind on that. And as you breathe and as you take a nap or have your time to relax, keep your eye on that journey with a loyal heart here. Whew. My head's already like, ooh, it's storming outside too. Interesting. Okay. Let's get into the tarot now. We're actually going to move these big cards up here. I love when cards are that size. It's so perfect. Yay, the fun part. Let's see what Spirit has to say about change. What is happening next in their lives, Spirit? Sorry if you all could hear that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just don't want my milk to fall. There's a lot going on my desk. Okay. One more time. What is about to change in their lives, Spirit? Those who see these readings. Interesting. Maybe you watched another reading of mine, or were drawn to another reading of mine before you click this one. So let's see. King of Wands. Okay. Ten of Swords in reverse. So kind of like, it's kind of what I was saying before, knowing and understanding just what your eye needs to be on, what your all the passion and energy that you put into negative thoughts, right, into negative actions, into irritation, into anger, all of that passion and energy, I feel like that change is actually you changing your perspective and realizing all that passion and energy can be highlighted on your wishes and hopes and your dreams. You know, it can be highlighted on in your goals instead of putting it into minuscule, mundane things that don't matter. And Ten of Swords, it feels like a big like epiphany. It feels like letting go. Like I really don't have to deal with um the the mundane things, the BS of life that don't matter in my journey, that aren't really aiding to. It's like you discerning. I do want to get into this Queen of Swords in reverse. What is that, Spirit? Can we clarify that, please? Ten of Coins in reverse. I feel like you want to get to a point where you realize like how you are, or you being in that such a negative energy. Can I also have a card for the Ten of Swords? Excuse me. Two of Wands in reverse. Four of Coins and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay. I kind of understand what Spirit is saying. I feel like you are constantly being in the Ten of Swords energy, in an energy where you are quick to react to things that irritate you or make you mad, or react to those things with anger, or just an energy that's just not bringing you any benefit. It's not positive. That's kind of what it feels like. You are losing more than you're gaining, and I feel like you're going to realize you can lose a lot more than you think. The Ten of Coins is kind of like a family card, and the Queen of Swords is kind of getting you like maybe somebody in your life. Such a weird energy. But I feel like you being in those like that energy, maybe you've had to say sorry a lot. This isn't the Page of Cups, but it's the Knight of Cups. Maybe you had to say sorry, you had to be kinder in a way, but maybe you continuously had to do so, and you continuously showing up. You know when like an action repeats, it's like you apologize for it, but do you really understand if it's a repeating action? You know what I'm saying? And maybe this is something that you've been dealing with for a while. Maybe you just are a reactive person, or maybe your life has molded you to be a certain way, and that's why you are the way you are. And that's what I was saying about bone dust. You're holding on to things that you know to be you or a part of you, but it can't be a part of you in this version of yourself. Like, but you constantly doing this though, you constantly being in that energy, constantly flipping from, oh, I want to be in this energy, but I also don't want to be that type of person, but I want to be in this energy where I'm comfortable here, or I go back to this energy, but I also don't want to be that type of person. Where's the stability in that, you know? And that's ultimately going to lead into your home life. That is going to lead into your just life, your home life. Long story short, and you being unstable within yourself, it's like it starts with you, but then you're not going to realize how much it bleeds into your life around you, you know? So, sorry if you heard that. My cat is just being my cat. It's not a way to move forward in your life. You can't be that way all the time. You can't always have this bone dust when you can't always hold on to it. You can find strength in it because the strength is there. It's not like this isn't a part of your life. Like, it's a part of your life for no reason, you know? It's not like your past is there for no reason. You are who you are. You're a great, amazing person, I'm pretty sure, because you have big hopes, big dreams, and you really want to achieve them. But I feel like you really need to change your perspective and how you see things and also how you see yourself. That's funny. I was going to pull one more card. I usually pull a 5-card spread, but I did not. I didn't even get there yet. Four of Swords. Yes, this is an interesting depiction of the Four of Swords because it's like you're gonna realize, like, okay, I put myself here. Like, my negativity, my anger is what it feels like. Just past things can put me in a hole deeper than what I expect. Sorry if you can see my cat. He's gonna be him. But like, it's, and I need to relax. Or I'm going to put myself, like, I hate to say it like this, but with the depiction of the card, it kind of feels like put myself down. Like I'm going to shoot myself in the foot kind of energy. Okay. This kind of feels like maybe this reading is a reminder, like this is something that can really change your life for, and I don't want to say the worst, but into like a put yourself into a rut that you don't want to be in. But I also kind of feel like this reading is an epiphany for a lot of people. It's a big epiphany. Like, it's like a realization about yourself, and that is why you're. It's like when the leaves or the seeds, excuse me, of the dandelion are flourishing and moving forward. As you grow on them, that's when you're like going to realize, oh, wow, actually, I can do this. I can change. I don't have to be this way because I can really lose more than I gain while being in that energy. It's not needed all the time. And for some reason, I want to go back in this book and read Bone Dust. Revitalize your weary spirit, embrace new experiences, and rediscover the vibrancy from within. Yes, I really feel like you're going to do that. Like, and I feel like the weariness of their spirit here is that negativity, that anger, like falling into it when you don't really need to. We have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but we also have the Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah, and a Page of Cups. And Judgment, okay. I kind of just feel that this is like you're going to get to a point where you're going to be so irritated one day or react to something a certain way, and it just doesn't feel right. It's just not going to feel like I wanted to say you approve of yourself. You're not going to really feel validated in that moment. I feel like you're going to have a moment where you're showing your anger, you're showing your irritation, you're showing your negativity, or something is going to be triggered within you to do so. And something's going to be triggered within you to do so. And it's like, you're going to be like, you're going to experience something that really upsets you, probably. But it's also there to upset you to start this mindset. Maybe it is there to happen for a reason. You do have tens here. It is meant to close a cycle. It is meant to end something within you. Also, number 10 here with the Wheel of Fortune. That is why, though, because so you can move forward, so you can actually see why you don't need certain aspects of yourself anymore. And that is it's such a beautiful reading, but it doesn't feel good. You know, like the reading feels good, but the energy I feel like going through it may not feel the best, and my ears ringing right now. But I feel like it's ringing because it's like, and I'm channeling at the same time. I'm so sorry, guys. It's kind of just like remind them, um, it's not going to feel good, but you're going to understand why it is needed ultimately. And that's all spirituality and having ups and downs in life is in general. You're going to realize things about yourself, and sometimes those things are big realizations. The Seven of Swords being in reverse, a change. You changing the way you do things. You changing the way you see things. You realizing you don't have to fend for yourself anymore is what I heard. You don't have to steal. You don't have to like just take all your swords with you. Take all your intellect. Because maybe you're a person that feels like everybody else is wrong. You don't have to take. You can see new perspectives. I feel like this is something that's really needed, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a Wheel of Fate. It is meant for you to see yourself in a different way. It is meant for you to proceed in life a different way. Like, yes, be you, but you don't have that negative energy is not needed. And that's such a big um, like theme in this reading. And I actually really want to write that down if I can find my pen because I can't find anything on this darn desk. I can't find anything on this desk. Negativity is not needed. Yeah, I needed to write that down. That was like needed. Page of Cups, and then we also have Judgment. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Oh my God, the deck is basically just reading you. Honestly, I'm not being, I'm not even lying. With the Page of Cups, these cards are all over the place. Page of Cups, and then the Judgment. I feel like you expressing yourself in a new way is ultimately a choice, but it's a big choice in your life that's really going to put you in alignment with who you are meant to be. It's going to feel like it as well. Like it's going to feel like a big epiphany within yourself, and you're kind of going to. It kind of feels like a quantum dimensional like shift. You're going to really shift into your highest self and shift into the person that you see yourself to be. And it is a really beautiful like energy though. It is really nice because you're like you needed that, you know. And I really do feel like you needed this change to change and transform it. It's crazy because I feel like with this Page of Cups it's like a starting over again energy. Like you're choosing to start over again. You're choosing to be a novice at life again. You're choosing to learn and be open to learning. With the Five of Wands, I feel like you're choosing not to have everything go your way. Not to have everything go your way, but while also allowing change to unfold naturally in life, to unfold naturally, and you be a student within it. I feel like that was like beautifully said. Oh my gosh, beautifully said. This whole reading is beautiful. And then the bottom, the last reading, last card of your reading is the Moon being reversed. This may be a big revelation for you. It is like the veil is finally lifted, and you needed to see past. You like needed to see past it, and this is the perfect moment to see past it. And like I said, this may happen shortest time in the next few weeks, or longest time in the next couple of years. It's unfolding. It's the undoing of yourself. Ooh, that should be the name of this reading. The undoing of yourself. Okay. But it's crazy because you're undoing it, but you're rebuilding. You're undoing to rebuild. Let's get some advice. I'm absolutely taking a nap after this. It's crazy. It's just much needed. The undoing of yourself. It's like relearning. Unlearning to relearn. Alrighty. What's the advice? My collective spirit. Okay, two cards came out, bottom of the deck, 777. We're just going to read these two cards that came out, though. You can read the bottom of the deck if you would like. I hope you guys can see that. My ring light is a little bright today. Oh, we also have 7777. I'm going to start with that one. It says perseverance. Perspective shift, like I said, reflection, resilience, inner wisdom, enlightenment, determination. Now is the time to shift your perspective on the challenges that currently dominate your life. To achieve success, continue on your path with determination. Tap into your inner, I cannot talk, guys. I'm getting so sleepy. Tap into your inner wisdom, and you will intuitively know what the right next step to take. Know the right next step to take. 0404, we have slow down, balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, and warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake. Awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate and keep healthy boundaries. Okay. With this 0404 card, I do feel like this is the bone dust card. Like um the balance, kind of power struggle, like low vibration type of energy. That's where the slowdown comes in. Maybe when you find yourself in the low vibration, negative, just being in an energy you don't need to be in. Remember to slow down. A spirit's reminder to you. And with perseverance, perspective shift, reflection, resilience, inner wisdom, enlightenment, determination. That's basically what I was saying in this entire reading. This kind of feels like an enlightenment, like a perspective shift, a new perspective of ourselves. And I really do feel like you are about to go through that shift, and it's a very beautiful energy. And I feel like it's a big energy because I'm feeling very drained at the end of this reading. So, yeah, you guys, that was your reading. I really, really, really hope it helped. I really hope it helped, guys. And I really liked this reading. So, it's for someone out there, and I know that they will see it. But yeah, I hope you like this reading. And again, like I said, I hope it helped. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading, it is in my website link in the description box below. You guys can go ahead and click that. Check me out. And yeah, if I leave you here, that is a-okay. If you like my energy like I love yours, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.